While we contemplate the fact that even jobs in Genshin are being taken over by AI, let's take a second to appreciate the relationships that we've made along the way. Join me as we recap all the couples that have overtaken the fandom in this past year. As per usual, this list and its methodology don't differ very much from my Honkai Star Rail one, so if you're interested in those pairings, make sure to go and have a look at that video too. We are only looking at the couples that are popular for the year of 2025 and not for the fandom as a whole. Like in our last year's video, all the numbers are taken from AO3. I used the native search function, put in the dates, and wrote down the numbers. I did make sure to take out all of the general relationship tags, as this list is about the romantic relationships and not the platonic ones. I know that there are probably better ways to find the top 10 ships of a fandom, but I am 100% not smart enough to know how to do all that, so here we are. Also, please be aware, there may be slight visual spoilers for all of the story up to Luna 4, though they shouldn't show any big story points, but I do need to make sure to say it just in case. Lastly, shipping is something we do for fun. If it isn't your thing, please feel free to move on to a different video, as this will definitely not be the one for you. That said, let's get started. Number 10. Child and Lumine, an iconic pairing from the very first.
Hey girlie, hold still.
Child has shown us again and again that he trusts us with the things that he holds dearest. From his own younger brother to his vision, he shows with his actions and his words that we are closer than even the main story would suggest. And with Snezhnaya on the horizon, we're sure to get more screen time with our favorite harbinger. Number 9. Aether and Xiao. My favorite of the Aether pairings. I feel like with every successive Lantern Rite, we get to see more and more of Xiao's personal growth. With our continued promise that he will come whenever we call his name, there's something so special about the pairing that I can't help but look forward to our annual date in Liyue. Number 8. Flynn's and Varka. At the time of this recording, this couple seems very new, so it's kind of surprising that they would be so high on the list. With how they seem to get along so well in the Luna quests, it's no wonder that they've become a staple within the fandom in just a few patches. And I'm sure we'll end up seeing them rise to the top of this list with the way that they seem so important with the current story. Number 7. Furina and Neuvillette. After everything that's happened between them, I feel like it's a given that these two would make the list. Furina and Neuvillette have been together for 500 years, supporting each other and helping each other through the worst of times. With things calmed down in Fontaine for now, I feel like they can both grow as people outside of their duties and help each other heal from the traumas they've experienced. Number 6. Kazuha and Scaramouche. I feel like I've said this last year as well, but I'm still quite surprised at how well this pairing is doing, despite the fact that they've never met in canon. But to be fair, that never really matters to shippers, and many have taken their connection to each other through their backstories and Scar's voice lines about Kazuha and ran with it. And good on all of you for keeping this pairing going. With the Wanderer's continued involvement in the storyline, I think it's safe to say that they will eventually meet, and shippers of this pairing will finally be able to celebrate. Number 5. Diluc and Kaeya. My favorite controversial duo. These two will always make the rankings, as I feel like you really can't have one without the other. No matter in what light you see them in, their dynamic is definitely one that people have gravitated towards since the beginning. And to be honest, their canon interactions are always very fun to watch. Number 4. Cyno and Tighnari. Cyno and Tighnari have been best friends for a long time and seem to always look out for each other. Their found family vibes with Collei and Cyno's dad jokes and Tighnari's reaction to them make this pairing one of my personal favorites. Ever since their introduction to the game, they've always been a popular pairing among the fandom, and I really don't see that changing anytime soon. Now that we've hit the top 3, I'd like to take a second to ask you all what your top 3 pairings are of Genshin Impact. I, of course, really love reading all of these comments, and I like to see how different my audience is to the official list. So with that said, let's get to the top 3. Number 3. Tartaglia and Zhongli. As one of the first Genshin pairings ever, these two haven't quite been able to meet up since their parting in Act 3 of the Archon quests. Despite that, though, their popularity has waned very little over the years and is still one of the most shipped pairings, and probably the most popular for each of these characters. Hopefully, in the future, we can finally see a reunion of these two, but until then, I guess we'll have to dream it up in our fanfics. Number 2. Neuvillette and 𝑺𝒐𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂. I should preface this part with the fact that I do play in Japanese, so I tend to say Ryo's name in the Japanese way, so excuse if that's not the way that English does it. But I do think that these two are very compatible with each other. There is a lot of trust and respect between them, and they take time out of their busy schedules to have tea or water with each other, either to chat about something important or not important at all. Number 1. 𝑺𝒖𝒑𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 in the community. I think it's because of how interesting and dynamic their personalities are, and the way that they interact with each other. Not to mention that you can hardly separate them from one another. They live together. They are always there, and I feel like they will always be there, either in our rankings or in the game itself. And that is all. That is all of our top 10 ships. Did your list match ours, or did you think that a different pairing would make it to the top 3? Let me know in the comments down below. I kind of expected the first pairing, but I really wasn't expecting 𝒂𝒂 and 𝒔 to already have made this list. I'm kind of wondering how they'll fare next year after 𝒂𝒂's official release. Anyways, that is all from this Hime, and I'll see you in the next video, which will absolutely definitely be the FIDE video.